Millions of parents spent years believing in a study that linked childhood vaccines to autism. Now they are hearing the research may have been based on fraudulent information. A British medical journal is blasting a study from 1998 by Dr. Andrew Wakefield. He claimed the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine was linked to autism, but an investigative journalist compared medical records of the children. He says he discovered that the doctor falsified data, and he says Wakefield was paid $750,000 for his research by lawyers who were trying to sue the makers of the measles vaccine. Wakefield has been stripped of his medical license, but he insists his work is not a lie, and 5 other countries have replicated his results. And he still has supporters.
I can't tell you how much this man has impacted my family's life as well as other families. He's made these kids better.
Dr. Richard Baser of ABC News says there is nothing parents can do for their children that can benefit their health more than getting them fully vaccinated on time. And joining us live in our studios is our friend, Dr. Karoub from Beaumont Hospital, to talk about what parents should consider in light of this new finding. And thank you so much for joining us. You're always so gracious to always come.
Diana, thank you very much.
This was scary. I mean, you can understand parents, they were like caught between a rock and a hard place. What do? You know you've got to take care of your children. They should be vaccinated, but then if you hear that your children would get autism, this was terrible.
Yeah, we certainly don't want to inflict harm on the child in trying to protect him from these childhood illnesses. Most of us think of the childhood illnesses being relatively benign, a couple of days of missed school. Why subject the child to a possibly dangerous vaccine? What I think is important that I do tonight in this brief time together is to convey to the Channel 7 viewers and the parents out there a calm. I want them to calm down about these vaccines. There is nothing safer out there. They're as safe as anything we have in medicine. Certainly every single medication, aspirin can cause ulcer, penicillin can cause anaphylactic shock. But the truth is these vaccines are very well handled, very well manufactured, and I think it's a credit to the American pharmaceutical industry that they've been able to produce such a very fine product for so many years.
But there is a big concern. What's the biggest concern about this?
Well, the concern is that we don't want bacteria growing in the vaccine vial. And if you have a multi-use vial and you keep on going to that vial and injecting this child, same vial, inject that child, same vial, inject that child, you may introduce infection. In fact, the original use of thimerosol was because there were 12 children died in 1928 because there were no antibacterial in the vials. So they said, well, we'll use this mercury thing, and it worked pretty good for a long time. Then this issue of autism came about, and it sort of blurred the picture. We know mercury is toxic. We know it's bad if you eat it in Great Lakes fish. We know it's bad if you have it in a dental filling. So the general idea, I think, is whatever happens to Wakefield, I don't know what his motives were. But I think it's good for the viewers out there to know the vaccines are safe, but we should limit our exposure to mercury.
And our children must be vaccinated.
Yes, absolutely.
Dr. Karoub, thank you so much for always joining us. Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
To you, thanks.
Joanne?
Well, Eminem is on top of the world. The rapper's 2010 Recovery album was the top seller of the year with 3.42 million copies.